And welcome back, everybody, to another episode of DJ's Best Bets for NFL Week 16. Let's get started right away with Minnesota -2.5 versus the New York Giants at -120. Minnesota's pretty average team. The Giants are pretty bad. Against the spread, they're pretty equal. I believe it's 7-7 and 6-8. They're not very good, ideally, but 9/JJ has played pretty well the last few weeks. The Giants come off a bye. I expect the defense to get after Jackson Dart and crew, and I expect Minnesota to win this game 24-21, something like that. I think they'll get a 3-point win, maybe even a little bit more. Give you Minnesota and Brian Flores, potentially maybe defensive coordinating for a chance at a future head coaching job. We'll take Minnesota -2.5 against the Giants. Next up, we're looking at Detroit -6.5 versus Pittsburgh. With the Bears winning against the Packers last night, they're very much alive for trying to make something happen still. And they can't mess around at this point. They gotta win out. This one's also -120. They got to make some noise happen. They don't have a tiebreaker with the Packers, plus that tie makes it really weird. So Detroit's got to get scooting if they want to have a chance. They got to start winning. Pittsburgh, still iffy defensively. I don't know if they'll be able to hold up with that offense. Jamison Williams, ARSB, and crew. I think they're going to still find a way to get it done. And we know it's what the Lions do. They randomly just explode on teams like this in this situation. If Pittsburgh's a little bit slow out of the gate, I expect that Detroit to start to run away. So take -6.5. Baltimore money line. The spread's gone up to 3.5, and I don't like Baltimore -3.5. When it was 2.5, I liked it, but at -3.5 now, not so much because this feels 24-21. Like I mentioned earlier, 27-24, just goofy 2017. One of those where it ends up being like a backdoor field goal or something like that. And I don't want to take New England 3.5 because with my luck, it'll be a 4-point game. So we're just going to take Baltimore money line. I think defensively, they're rolling. Defensively, they're rolling. Offensively, they're getting the run game going just a little bit more. I think they'll find a way to squeak this one out against New England. And they needed to keep up with Pittsburgh and to potentially have a chance to get in through the AFC North now that the Bengals are all but dead. Last but not least, Nico Collins over 25.5 yards for his longest reception at -112. The Raiders stink. They know it. Everybody kind of knows it. They're just trying to get to Cancun in a few weeks. They give up big plays to A.J. Brown. They give up big plays every week. Nico Collins is one of the best big play receivers in the game, so I expect him to get behind him at least once for a 26-yard game plus, might even be like a 40-yard touchdown, 50-yard touchdown to start the game like we saw last week. He's a problem to deal with for good defenses, let alone one like the Raiders where if it's Max Crosby, get a sack or bust. So take Nico Collins over 25.5 for longest. Parlay together plus 893. This feels like a 4-0 week. Let us know down in the comments below which bets you're taking this week, which ones you are fading, and we will see you all again next time.